Jesus came down to earth, he didn't come as the Son of God. He came as the Son of Man, so that the sons of men can become sons of God. He came to show us what Adam used to look like, but he transferred. He made it a way to think, and now he said, I'm back to restore all things. He said, Adam used to be able to do this. Adam had the power to do it. But the difference between us and Adam is that God was on the outside. Now God is on the inside. And God has restored you and me to walk in the power and authority of God. He just needs somebody who will believe it and speak it to the situation. Watch here it is. John 20, verse 21. Jesus again said, peace be with you. As the Father has sent me, I am sending you. He gave us authority. What he had, he gave to us. And with that, he breathed on them and said, receive. Tell your neighbor, receive. He said, receive the Holy Spirit. Now watch this. If you forgive anyone's sins, then their sins are forgiven. If you don't forgive them, then they're not forgiven. There it is. In other words, Jesus was saying, you're only filled with the Spirit right now. So you have authority to go out and see people get saved that are around you. See, we made a big deal. It is a big deal. But here's the thing. We get them in, but they seem to go out. See, we have the authority to preach and people get saved. The Bible shows it. We have the authority. We have the authority to see them get saved. See, it wasn't us that made them get saved. It was the timing of God that made them get saved. God just gave us an opportunity in the environment to speak to them, forgive sins. In other words, what he's saying is when he said we forgive sins, basically that equates to modern time where we preach a message and people feel the conviction of the Holy Spirit and they say yes to Jesus. They say yes to Jesus. That's how we pretty much are involved with forgiveness of sin. But this is a new year. It's a new season. It's a new decade. God moves through seasons. See, if you don't move by calendar years, people try to figure out something for 2011, the taste of heaven. You said 2010, and it was all heaven. And man, 2010, man, when 2010 came, I kicked it out like a punt. Get out of here, man. 2010, don't be 2010 again, please, Lord. 2010 was one of the worst years I read for Christianity all over the world. But going into 2010, if the best is yet to come, and God's going to do this, and God did that, and everybody lost their money, their houses, their cars, their jobs, their marriages, they lost everything. So guess what? There's a lot of people out there hurt right now. They said, a church has lied to me. You promised I was going to have ministry, money, a new husband, a new wife, all that stuff, and now I don't have it. And so God said, I need to raise up a people that can clean up the mess. I need to demonstrate my power and love to somebody. We don't have to make those fake promises. We let it be what it's going to be. We allow God to do what he's going to do here. I'm not going to make any special promises. I'm going to let the word manifest within you. You'll believe God, will move in the realm of faith, and you'll see things change in your life. Right now, you don't have to wait till next year. You don't have to wait till next month. It starts right now. Tell your neighbor, it starts right now. Somebody say transition. Starts right now, transition. So he breathed on them. Because Adam had lost. Genesis 1:26 says, let us make man in our image and likeness. But let them have dominion on the earth. God never intended to come here. He wanted us to run the show. But when Adam forfeited it, then we lost our image and likeness of God. See, no, God ain't black, God ain't Mexican, God ain't white, God ain't Asian. These are just the color of the cars that we operate in here in this realm. That's it. It's okay to be who you are. I love Mexican food, I love soul food, I even eat Chinese food. We can embrace each other's culture. But don't misunderstand what God does. He ain't looking for colors. He's looking for somebody who has content in their heart. Content of character and love of God. You look at David. David made a ton of mistakes. But until you and I fail, you'll never really know how to trust God. You'll never know them. Anybody ever been knocked down before? Amen? Amen? And see, we've been on, you ever quit before? Hallelujah. I mean, some of you ain't quit before. I'm going to pray for you afterwards because I know you quit. Because every man has quit. You can't know God is God until you quit. You can't see that he's still a loving God. Somebody that said, despite what you've been through, I still love you even when you're in that mess. But I knew one day I would open up your eyes and you would say, yes. I will pull you out. See, you need to know today that God's got a plan for North Sacramento and for Rancho Cordova. It's something that he brought us together here tonight, and he wants to breathe into you and I. He wants to breathe that authority into you and I. Yes, it's called exousia. It's like wearing a cop uniform. Everybody knows you're a cop. See, when you get this authority tonight, you ain't got to flaunt your power. They're going to know you got the power. You'll know you'll be able to go into Walmart. You'll be able to go into the food mart. You'll be able to go into any place that you go, and you'll see somebody who's bound by sickness, somebody who's bound by addiction, and you don't call the pastor. You call somebody and say, listen, I'm about to witness to somebody. I want you to intercede at home because I'm about to bring the impossible and the hated before the Lord. Because we need to learn to pray for people that have those difficulties and allow God to be God. Can you say amen? Amen. When was the last time you and I prayed for somebody who the doctor said they will always be that way? We look at them and pastors be like, or evangelists be like, oh. They see the people in the wheelchair, they be like, God ain't ready yet. No, God is ready, you ain't ready. See, you gotta be, we were a fool when we were out there for the devil, and I ain't afraid to be a fool for Jesus. I'm not talking big words. I said, a revelation came to me that I realized that the only reason I still got alive, I'm still alive on this earth after being a drug addict, almost losing my life several times, almost being murdered, that I realized that God spared my life because the day would come when I said yes to God and I would get in a relationship with God. I made mistakes, but get back up because the righteous man may fall 7 when he gets back on the 8th time. And God says, now you're ready to be used because you know it ain't about you. It's about me. It's about my grace. It's about my mercy. It's about my love. And you got to take it to the streets.
Come on now.
That's what God does. Tell your neighbor, that's what God does.
That's what God does.
Tell your neighbor, I love you.
I love you.
In a godly way.
In a godly way.
See, you look at the disciples, they had a problem. They couldn't cast out a demon in Matthew 17. They said, Lord, how come we couldn't cast out this devil? Jesus said, because this one comes out except by prayer and fasting. Prayer and fasting. See, we may have the authority to pray for a headache, but we may not have the power to break the hold of a demon. See, there's a lot of churches that gather to pray, and they can't rebuke the devil out of a bumblebee.